Okay, time for a new video, and whether you are somebody new to my channel or you are returning to my channel to watch this video, it is greatly appreciated. As always, I'm filming this video in one go, therefore I apologise in advance if I stumble over my words going forwards, and indeed if the quality of this video is fairly poor as well. If there's any lag, anything like that at all, sadly it can't be helped, and hopefully it's not too much of an issue for you. This is yet another Eurovision 2021 related video here on my channel, and today, as I'm recording this, it is Saturday the 20th of February 2021, and it's the first Super Saturday of this year's Eurovision season. Now, what I mean by Super Saturday is that a lot of shows regarding this year's upcoming contest, which is scheduled to take place in mid-May at the Ahoy in Rotterdam in the Netherlands, a lot of shows are taking place across Europe this evening. Now, if you are a hardcore fan, you'll probably be trying to watch all of these shows, or at least 2 or 3 of them, on various different screens, and I have never done anything like that. I have said before on this channel, I am not a hardcore fan, and it's very rare that I watch a national final all the way through. I usually just watch the highlights a day or 2 later. Certainly I will check out the performances of the songs that I am particularly enjoying as soon as they are uploaded to YouTube, things like that. But I'm making this video on a bit of a whim. I'm just going to go through the shows that we have on this Super Saturday, and feel free to let me know your thoughts on the national finals in question. I know that I am making this video a bit late in the day because we are just a few hours away from some of these shows being broadcast, but I have some information in front of me to make sure I don't forget anything. I'm really not too on the ball with this, I'll be totally honest with you, so I am going to have to click around a bit. We have Heat 3 of Melfest taking place. That is, of course, the Swedish selection for the Eurovision Song Contest. We've had 2 heats already. Heat 3's tonight in Stockholm. All of the shows are in Stockholm, of course, because of the ongoing pandemic. No crowd either. Heat 4 or Semi-4 will be on the 27th of February. We've then got the second chance round on the 6th of March and the grand final on March the 13th. So I would imagine Sweden will be one of the very last countries to select its entry for this year's contest. I have been making videos about this year's Melfest over the past few weeks, so do go and check them out if you're interested. We do know at this moment in time that Arvingarna, the Swedish representatives of 1993, Danny Saucedo, twice a Melfest runner-up, Dotter, the runner-up last year, and Anton Ewald, who has been in Melfest twice before, I believe. All of those names are directly through to this year's Melfest Grand Final. In the second chance round, where 4 more songs will progress to the final, we have Lilla Sister, Paul Ray, Frida Gren, and Eva Rydberg and Eva Roos. In Heat 3 tonight, Charlotte Perrelli, a former Eurovision winner, will get things going. Emil Asegård is song number 2, Clara Hammarström number 3, Mustache number 4, 5 is Elisa, 6 is Alvaro Estrella, and number 7 is Tusse. Now, I would assume at this moment in time that it will be song 7, Voices by Tusse. Hopefully I'm saying his name somewhat accurately, and probably Charlotte Perrelli will go through to the final directly, with Clara Hammarström and Alvaro Estrella probably making the second chance round. But we wait and see. It's only a few hours, of course, until we know the results. So Sweden, that's one country where stuff is happening tonight in the world of Eurovision. Norway, it is the final of Melodi Grand Prix, and we've had a whole bunch of shows starting just over a month ago, and now the final is here in Oslo. There are 12 songs involved. I'm just going to go through them very briefly. I should say, all being well, there will be a fairly lengthy blog post this evening once the final results are in, because it's not just Norway, we have Finland and Spain too, so whichever country is last, probably Finland. As soon as we've got the result from that nation, I will finish off the blog post and get it uploaded as soon as possible. Link in the description as always. Feel free to check it out if you so wish. So yes, in Norway, Atle Pettersen will open proceedings with World on Fire. This is a decent up-tempo number, but I can't see it making the gold final. That is the top 4 songs. This year, one notable difference is that there is no jury vote. So that does favour one or two acts, you have to say. Song 2, Hero by Ray Lee. She's back again. This is a sort of throwback 80s pop song. There's that sort of rain effect that she has at one point. It's really good. Apparently she injured her foot yesterday, or earlier today. I think it was yesterday. So I don't know how that's going to impact her performance this evening. But she's on quite early. So does that mean the producers of MGP this year think that she's not a serious contender? I don't know. But it's not a bad song. Song 3, Who I Am. It's been translated into English. It's by Stavanger Kameratene. And this is a sort of boy band. It's not a bad song, but I don't think it's going to stand out enough. Song 4 is a ballad, My Lonely Voice by Kim. He's got a great voice, but I think this is quite forgettable. Song 5, Blossom Afian featuring Hazel, Let Loose. This is a very brassy song, very catchy. It has a lot of support, this. It might make the top 4. I wouldn't be surprised if it does, but I don't think it's our winner. Song 6 is Witchwoods by Emmy. Now, this is a bit of a fan favourite, but I find it more irritating than most people, it seems. It's quite a spooky, gothic-y performance, and it does stand out from the field, but I don't think it's our winner. Song 7 is a potential winner, Tix with Fallen Angel. Now this has been translated into English as well. Is that the right decision? We wait and see. I don't mind this song, but I'm really surprised it's as popular as it is, because I don't think there's anything remotely original about it whatsoever. If anything, it is fairly bland. He's not a bad singer. He's written it himself. Apparently, he's called Tix. That's his stage name, because he has Tourette's syndrome, and therefore he has actual tics. Yeah, I don't think Norway should be sending this, but he's a huge star over there, so watch out for it. Song 8 is quite underrated. This is Feel Again by Kaya Rhoda, and she sings quite well. Not too sure about the staging. It does feel quite empty on stage, but I'll be glad if this makes the top 4. Song 9, Rain Alexander. Well, it has to be said, and I think a lot of people would agree with me, his entry last year was better. This is Eyes Wide Open. It's fine. Kjetil Mørland, the 2015 representative alongside Deborah Scarlett, has co-written this. It's just lacking something. Song 10, I Can't Escape by Imerica. This is a nice ballad, but again, does it stand out enough? I don't think so. Number 11, Kano or Kaino are back with Monument, and this is the one to beat. It's the favourite to win. Is it as good as Spirit in the Sky? I think it's on par. That's just my personal opinion at this moment in time. It's a really worthy Norwegian contender, and it would do well at Eurovision, I've no doubt about it. Let's not forget this band won the public vote in Tel Aviv. And then Song 12, Faith Bloody Faith by Jorn. This was the second chance round winner. He's on last. It's a rocky number. It's co-written by a member of Wigwam, who of course represented Norway in 2005. And yeah, it's a good song. It's a good performance, but I don't think it's quite at the level it needs to be to make the top 4. So I would say at this point we will have Kano definitely, Tix definitely, probably Rayleigh, and then I don't know who else. Possibly Rain Alexander, because there was that voting mishap in last year's MGP, and I think Rain missed out on the gold final as a result of that voting mishap. This time around he might sneak through. I think he's got quite a bit of support. We wait and see. I want Monument myself. The only other song that I can see winning realistically is Fallen Angel. Moving on. What else have we got this evening? Estonia. Semi-final 2 of Eesti Laul is taking place. Semi-final 1 was the other day. We know that Hans Nainer, Andrei Zevekin and Pluto, Carl Killing, Egert Milde, Koit Tume, and Ivo Linna, Robert Linna and Supernova are into the final. 4 of those acts went through thanks to the jury and televote. 2 went through solely on the public vote, and that was Hans Nainer and Andrei Zevekin and Pluto the other day. Tonight we've got Sissy with Time, Grammar Fun with Lost in a Dance. That's a really good song, and I would say it's a serious contender to win Eesti Laul this year. Energy by Kadri Vorand, Ni Kurgele by Helen, Tartu by Redel, Sunday Night by Rahel, Chaos by Uku Hasma, Six by Heleza, and that's a bit of a fan favourite. The Lucky One by Uku Suvista, who would have represented Estonia last year had the contest gone ahead. This song is much better. It's probably the one to beat. Alabama Watchdog by Alabama Watchdog, Magus Melancholia by Yuri Potsman, who finished last overall in the 2016 contest in Stockholm. I just can't get into that song, but I know it has support. And Heaven's Not That Far Tonight by Surred Tudrukud, which is a bit of a throwback type song as well. If I had to pick my contenders to qualify here, 6 of them: Grammar Fun, Heleza, Uku, Yuri Potsman, Surred Tudrukud, and I don't know, maybe Uku Hasma or Alabama Watchdog. We wait and see. But the final of Eesti Laul is not for a few weeks. It's actually going to be on the 6th of March. Moving on. What other shows do we have this evening? Finland, of course. Uuden Musiikin Kilpailu 2021, UMK, takes place this evening. 7 acts. They are I Love You by the Teflon Brothers and Pandora. That's such a serious contender. I'm not a huge fan myself. I find it terribly repetitive. But it has support, and Teflon Brothers are a huge act in Finland. They've had so many hit singles. Hurt by Axel, he would have been in Rotterdam last year. Play by Laura, been at Eurovision twice before for Estonia. Siinä päivänä kun kaikki rakasta mua by Danny. Lie by Oscar, that's a great song. Dark Side, which is the rocky number of the year from Blind Channel, that's possibly the other serious contender here. And Kele Masoitan by Ilta will close proceedings. We have a jury vote: the UK, Switzerland, the USA, Poland, Iceland, Spain, and the Netherlands. Now, the jury vote makes up 25% of the outcome. The public vote makes up 75%. I can see the public going for the Teflon Brothers just because they're so successful in Finland, with Blind Channel second. I can see the juries gravitating more towards maybe Ilta. I don't know. I think Blind Channel will win. If it's the Teflon Brothers, so be it, but I personally would prefer Dark Side, because Finland does rock quite well, and this would stand out so much from the field in Rotterdam a few months from now. What else do we have? I believe, yes it is the first semi-final of Festival de Canção in Portugal. 10 songs: The Black Mamba, Love Is On My Side, Valeria, Na Mais Profunda Saudade, Mema, Claro Como Agua, Nadine, Cheguei Aqui, Miguel Marocco, Girasol, Fabia Maia, Dialindo, Irma, Livros, Carretos and Romeu Bairros, Saudade, Sarah Afonso, Contramão, and Ian with Mundo. Now, I haven't listened to these songs too much. I would say, I don't know how many progress. I think it's 5. Is it 5? Yes. The qualifiers will be determined by a 50-50 combination of votes from jury members made up of music professionals and a public telephone vote. Song 8, Saudade, is definitely going through. I would say Valeria, song 2, that's going through. Possibly song 10, Ian. I really don't know about the others though. Nothing there's really standing out too much to me. I think semi-final 2 is probably the strongest one. And then we have Spain. Blas Canto, we know it's him. We've known it's going to be him since March of last year. 2 songs in contention. Is it worth it, really? The show will be broadcast from Madrid. It's either going to be the up-tempo Memoria, and Voy a Quedarme. And I would go with the ballad. I just think the ballad stands out a little bit more, and I think it's very emotionally charged, and if he hits those high notes, it's going to be something really special. So I would prefer Voy a Quedarme. But let me know what you think. Hopefully this year Spain will turn things around, because they just love being in the bottom 5 year after year. I think that's it. I don't believe I'm missing any other country out. I really do apologise if so. I don't think there's anything else happening this evening, but I could be totally wrong. Anyway, yes, just making this video on a bit of a whim. Let me know your thoughts. I personally am interested, out of the 3 major shows happening this evening, so Norway, Finland and Spain, I think Norway's the one that interests me the most. It could be a landslide. It really could for Kano. They could win very comfortably indeed, particularly because there's no jury vote. If there was a jury vote, they might be in a spot of bother. In Finland, I think it's really between two, as it is in Norway, to be honest with you. And obviously in Spain, there's only two contenders, but the ballad, I think, is the strongest one. So let's see what happens. It all gets going a few hours from now. I know I'm uploading this video fairly late in the day. Let me know your thoughts. Links, as always, in the description to my other social media pages. As I've mentioned in a few previous videos now, I have been having some tech issues. They are still ongoing, sadly. They're only minor, but they are quite irritating, so it seems as though I am going to have to try and get them fixed at some point, although I'm back at work next week. Such joy. So it might be a while yet. Certainly within the next few months, possibly before this year's Eurovision, I might be getting a new computer anyway. It's been long overdue, which might mean, at last, better quality videos. We wait and see. Until next time, take care of yourselves. I'll be back soon with another Eurovision 2021 related video. I'm going to drink my tea. Apologies if there was any lag. Bye for now. Roll on tonight's shows.